Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from Group 1. We want to discuss about the government. And my name is Verylin Raya Audin Putra.
Hello everyone, my name is Dini Sukmawati.
My name is Mico Lesmana Putra.
And my name is Farach Nabila. And hello guys, how's you doing?
I'm great.
I'm fine.
And you, Farah? It's all fine in the global situation pandemic?
Actually, I'm bored, but I spend my time with my whole family in my home.
Well, yeah. And how you guys spend your time in this global pandemic?
Even we have been through the global pandemic, we are at home, but I think I could give more for my life, thus I did more for learning something new.
Sure, I agree with you. So I have more time with my whole family, and it is something new for me.
Yeah, by the way, honestly, talking about the global pandemic, we're gonna talking about the government too, as the center spot to provide policy for the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, we are gonna talking about the government. Guys, what image spring to mind when you heard the word of government?
If the first thing that's come to my mind is incompetent. It might sound harsh. This government is assembled. For a generation or more, government performed was disappointing in the incompetent, by the police and legislation.
And in my view, government is the large formal organization with authority about executive, judicative, and legislative power, where this organization regulates social life based on juridical orientation. And how about you, Mico?
Those who have the authority to carry out government function and tasks, which are divided into the legislative, executive, and judiciary, who have their respective roles in the goal of achieving in the common good. And the last, how about you, Farah?
Personally, if I heard the word of government, I think government is form of organization that works with the task of running a system of government. In Indonesia, the government consists of several parts of the center, urban area, and the village.
I think we have the same image when we were heard the word of government.
I think so.
By the way, our discussion about government, according to you guys, what success has our government made?
In my eyes, the success that has been made from our government at the moment of the establishment of a special staff of millennials, because a special staff of millennials are useful to absorb the aspiration of other millennials in Indonesia.
Oh, I see your point. Because I live in Semarang, the government has been successful in resolving the tidal flood and building the road. And then the COVID-19 problem has been little bit resolved.
That's cool. I think the diplomacy or foreign relation by the Indonesian government is very good, especially when the foreign minister is helped by Mrs. Ratno Marsudi, who is very extraordinary. There are various programs that can have prosperity, such as infrastructure development, and others even though this still has many shortcomings. How about you, Verylin?
To be honest, there are many achievements that the Indonesian government has done, starting from economy sector to the infrastructure sector. Because I love diplomacy, I only talking about it. One of diplomatic success of President Joko Widodo was release of Indonesian citizen related to the death of a younger North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The success so that Indonesian is valued and heard in the eyes of international community.
Oh, I see. But with all the police and this is for your government, are you happy with the government on your country?
I think I can be answer yes or not, because although there are some good changes produced by our government, but there are still many things later in the government, such as money politics, corruption, and other things. So if you ask me, I'm happy with our government. My answer is yes, I'm happy with the good change, but also I'm sad by the bad things that are happening in the government. So that's all from me. And what do you think about you guys?
I think my answer have a little bit same with you, Farah. I don't think I like it or even like it because the government that run is people who are not suitable in their fields. There are also many misappropriation in that government, such as cases of bribery, corruption, and so on.
Actually, I think you are right. I am a little bit happy with the government in my country. Mostly, the government are good, but unfortunately, some of them are corrupt and irresponsible. Laws collapse.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. Because for now, I'm not very happy because the bureaucracy is still chaotic, rampant corruption, and various overlapping system. Even so, I still appreciate the good progress of the government.
It is very sad to see and hear about the government in our country, but we must continue to support and strive to be useful young generation leader for our country.
That's a good point. We must be able to be a useful young generation for our country.
Regardless of discussion about government, what do you think about government in America and China?
As far I know, US and China are equally controversial. I think I have a comment for China government. Communism always seemed to be evil. The people who live in capitalism society always getting disease. Actually, you do not have to worry because China never achieved the war.
According to me, based on the government system, the two countries have very opposing system of government, where is the United States with its liberal democracy and China with its communist basis. Although different system of government, both of countries have the ability to manage their countries well, as evidenced by the large expansion of the two countries in establishing influence in the international world.
As far as I'm concerned, government in United States is use the presidential system, and there is a clear separation of powers between the executive, legislature, and judiciary. And in United States only has two parties, the Republican and Democrat. While China is country with a communist system of government, using a system of democratic centralization and the state regulation the economy and all aspects of people's lives centrally. And last, how about you, Mico?
As we know, that the United States appears to be a liberal political system where individual rights can be guaranteed and can be owned entirely. The government in the United States also adheres to the same presidential system as in Indonesia and only has two parties. Because the party there only have a two-party system, namely the Republic and the Democratic. China itself is a communist country ruled by Mao Zedong as a well-known dictator apart from Benito Mussolini and Hitler, and is somewhat different from the United States government.
I see. Okay, guys, we are already at the end of the event. Of course, the Indonesian government is still not perfect. There are still many deficiencies that to be fixed. Even so, many positive things that our government has done for this country. We as citizens should support and appreciate it, not snare at it. Of course, we can criticize the government because a good government system is one that receives criticism for its citizens.
You're right. Moreover, we as a younger generation should care more about this nation. We must care more about what happened to the country's government because we will continue this nation and make it better.
Yeah.
Let's fight! By the way, I'm happy to discuss with you all. I hope we can discuss again next time.
Okay, thank you guys and see you next time.
See
Okay,
you.
guys. See you.
Thank
See you guys.
you.
Thanks.